Okay, let's get things going. This is an important one. Today I want to make a video about an important thing with the Division of Fish and Game. My name is Skip Bailey, a hunter, 81 years old. I was born in the woods, 2 miles from town. Finally, I moved out here to Monroe, and I want to take you through this a little bit so you see the path that the Indian chief before you might have walked and a little bit more experience. Here's what happened to me. I moved from where I lived and moved into Monroe. And I ran dogs. I had foxhounds. As many as 18 foxhounds. Now, Joe Albert ran his dogs in the pines. That was good. It was open space. Me, another couple of my friends, Jim Butler and Ace Zaleski, were in that Joe Albert video with me. We ran them here in Monroe. And for a number of years, it worked. We caused a little havoc and everything, but eventually it wasn't meant to be. Progress, you couldn't run dogs in Monroe. But the reason for telling you, I got to give you a little bit of background. Now, having dogs and all, an incident that happened to me. These big conibear traps. I had one of them laying in a garage, and my son Paul, Joe McFarland would buy me a dog when he would occasionally, a foxhound. I could run a fox. He'd bring him back for me from Missouri. And this one of these ones he brought back, he had a bad leg. His leg, now it dawned on me, he probably got caught in a trap. It dawned on me now. But he ran a fox. He wasn't a bad dog. So anyway, my son Paul took that conibear trap and he set it in a log. And you can guess what he caught. He caught that. Paul's my youngest son. He caught that dog. And Paulie was crying, and Richard, the next in line, next one up from him, would, "What's the matter?" And I caught Dad's dog in a trap. He's going to kill me. I'm not going to kill my son. And he caught it happened. What are you going to do? I wasn't happy, but what are you going to do? Anyway, at that time, right at that time, they wanted to outlaw these conibear traps. So I got involved in that thing. There was a lady lived locally here, Philpott, who didn't have a pot. And down the road from her, 1 mile down the road, is where this lady lived. She was one of these do-gooders with the know-how and everything. They knew everything. They knew the route. And she advised us and all. How did she get in touch with God? How we wound up with that lady, I have no idea. And there was a meeting locally. Trappers against the dog men. And all. And at that meeting, a young trapper, young man, 20, mouthed off a little bit, talking, saying his piece. And a guy told him to shut up. He was a dog man. And then there's a public meeting. And then a little bit later, the guy said a little more, and the guy, he had a pair of white bib overalls on. He slapped the young man. He slapped him. "I told you to shut the hell up." Wow. I thought to myself, who's this guy? So we wound up outside, and I meet the guy, George Heartworm, dog man. I introduced myself. "I'm Skip Bailey." "Oh, you got a bad reputation." Well, at that time, I guess I did. You know, George and I got along good. We ran dogs for years. But let's get back to the problem, the thing. This lady led us at that time. She knew the know-how. She knew what to do. We had a busload of us, a busload of dogmen. Who paid for the bus and all? I don't have no idea. We chipped in, I suppose. Went to Trenton in June, and it was arranged for us to speak. And I, naturally, that's stupid. They're the puppeteers. They pull the strings. We're the dopes. And that's like's gonna happen now. The hunters, they're pulling our strings. So we went there. I spoke. She arranged for me to speak. Not only me, several people. That's the method. If you're to fight them, you got to go to Trenton. Busload of people. In June. Then they have this thing just before they're gonna do it. Now this thing that we put form to fill out and all, that's nothing. He'll help. But we need more help than that. The old man sees it as we need more help than that. Their intent is to fool with us with that driving deer and all. Their intent, that last one on it, that's why they put that one on the bottom. The first day, that'll be the next one. The first day they won't allow driving. Besides public land that was bought by the hunters. And this person that's in charge now. I had a problem one time. A deputy game warden shot one of my dogs and threw it I found out who it was. Threw it in my front yard. And with a note on it, scumbag, on the 1st of January, the first of the year. Well, I went to this man's house to confront this man. I went there twice when I was upset. Anyway, I called. You can find out the number of the chief who runs it. At that time was a man by the name of Chief Mulvey. And I spoke to Chief Mulvey. And he said to me, boy, I says, I haven't done everything right in life. And he says, but boy, that wasn't a proper thing to do. I says, I agree with you. And he calmed me down. And that was the end of that. So, where am I now? Trying to convey this here business. You can get now we have Chief Gold. Chief Gold. It makes me wonder, where did Chief Gold come from? Is he on our side? What better place to run things but from the top? And pull the puppeteer pulling the strings. Right from the top. And the survey, okay, there's hundreds of us. Hundreds and hundreds, and we got to do more than that, guys. My view, they're headed that I'm finished. I'm finished. I'm done driving. I'm done. I said to my wife, I wonder if I'll be able to go next year. You know, it's like I got 2 cinder blocks tied to my ankles. But I'm trying. I'm there. And all you guys are there trying to help me. My friends. Artie Jr. helping me across. Bill Woods. Everybody. Bill Gudd. Lost the thing off my tree stand, but Bill Gudd was trying to help me. That is enough. I care about all you guys. And this is a battle that, the way I see it, we got to do more than this. We got to do more than this. They're pulling the string. The puppeteers are pulling the strings. They put baiting in there. You know, I baited when you couldn't bait. And now everybody baits. It was better when we couldn't do it, and they couldn't. But that's what they wanted. And this is what they want now. And they're pulling the strings to do it. We gotta do something about it, guys. Take care.